Good evening and welcome to my monthly series on real estate for the month of September 2017. We are almost at the end of the third quarter. Tomorrow is 1st of October. We'll be stepping into the fourth quarter. And this year of 2017 has probably shown us all the ups and downs on the real estate. I don't think any other calendar year in the history of Canada would have shown this kind of a roller coaster ride for the real estate in terms of the pricing and the homes being sold and things like that. If you remember, in the beginning of the 2017, the prices were at its peak. The buyers were having a tough time buying a house. They would go on for the bidding wars, and we also dedicated one of our episodes on this, wherein helping the buyers on how to buy a property in the bidding situations or in a multi-offer situation. In the last 3-4 months, with the Canada's economic housing planning and a few measures taken by the government, and also the interest rate has played some role in it, the table has turned around, and the market, which was a strong seller's market in the spring season, all the way starting from the winter until spring, has turned into the buyer's market starting the beginning of the June, and as July, August progressed, it turned into more and more buyer's market. I would call this a global warming. We had a warm, hot real estate summer, and this summer a warm winter, and this summer is turned out to be cold for real estate transactions. However, in this episode, what I would like to cover is what should our sellers be doing in this kind of market? What is the strategy for them? Because they are the one who are impacted right now. The sellers are the one who are impacted for the last 2-3 months. So that's the reason I would like to cover this episode and dedicate to our sellers. What should they be doing? Every seller has a different situation. Let's take an example where seller has bought a house which is closing in a month's time, and his house is on the market to be sold. So in that particular situation, the seller could have bought a house as a resale home, or he could have bought it from the builder. If he's bought it from a builder, I would suggest you try negotiating with your builder on extending your closing date. That is one possible solution, and usually the builders would accept that kind of conditions in this market, and you can push that closing date further so that you get enough time to sell your house and you don't have to undersell it, and you get enough time to sell it at the right price. You could also work with your banker or the financier and explore the option of keeping a second property. Think of your current home which you are planning to sell, making it your investment property and moving to a new house. That would require you to qualify for the mortgage holding two properties. So for that, you need to work with your banker, make sure your ratios are right, your income supports that, your current asset mix and liabilities support that. It's very important to talk to your financial advisor or the mortgage broker about it and get that equation. But that's one of a very good option, because that way you're building on your asset, and the properties which are selling low right now, if you keep it possibly for a longer time, you might be able to get a better return next year or the year after. So that's one of the options to explore. Another obvious option is to see how the market reacts to the house that you put on sale. It might be difficult initially to accept that the prices have gone down, and what the buyers are offering these days is different than what it used to be. But you might need to bite the hard pill, accept that fact that the market has changed, and if there's no other option, you have to sell. Work with your realtor to come up with a strategy to sell at the best possible price. In today's market, it would be different than what it was, but possibly he can sell it for the best possible price in today's market. Okay, so these are some of the things. Then it is always case by case, and You need to discuss your case with your realtor to get into more options that could possibly be available for you. But what I would say in general, don't panic, because real estate, as I always say, is a solid investment. If the market is slow right now, it could be because of various factors. Also, supply is a big thing. There's a lot of supply in the market that also triggers it. However, you are a owner of a real estate, so you shouldn't be worrying. Keep faith in your property. You will get your price. Hold on to it and don't worry. Thank you. Thank you for watching.